Welcome back, everybody, to the third week of the ESL UK Premiership for CSGO. My name is Munchables, and this is Jackie, and we're going to be casting the remaining 3 games of the night for you. Now, the next one on the lineup is going to be Team Infused up against Fish123. Now, this looks to be a relatively even matchup with, I'd argue, a slight edge in favour of Team Infused here.
Yeah, Team Infused should have a little bit of an edge. I mean, that's the thing, though. Once again, they've got a bit of a stand-in. Robin is chiming in again. He, of course, did attend the recent I-Series with them, and he looked very strong there, so they won't be too unhappy. But even then, it's a team change, so you never know. This could give Fish123 a slight advantage. Of course, they've had time. They've been at home. Their players, they didn't attend, so...
Nicely rested up.
Yeah.
Feeling a little bit chilled out. But, I mean, technically, that's not 100% true, because we've got Pulse there, who was at I-Series for Easy Skins, so maybe a couple of the players are going to be feeling confident, but honestly, Infused finished 3rd place at I-Series, so they're definitely going to be coming off, they're going to be happy with 3rd place, I should hope. I mean, 3rd place is respectable out of, I think there was, 90-odd teams there, like that, so... Yeah. Definitely a respectable score for them, and they should be feeling good off the back of that one. And we'll see how they do heading into this game. Now, we'll bring up the odds for this game for you guys. They are slightly in favour of Team Infused. And, I mean, it's nothing too huge. It's nothing really to write home about. 1.65 for Team Infused and 2.1 for Fish123. Now, that's around, in percentages, it's around 57% sort of win chance here for Team Infused, as opposed to 43 for Fish123. So nothing really crazy, nothing like 90 to 10 kind of thing, but Infused are going to be having a slight edge. If you want to go and put your money down on who you think is going to be able to take this matchup, you can head over to esports.betway.com. Now, before we do head into this matchup, we are, of course, going to say thank you to our wonderful sponsors, AOC, SanDisk, Need for Seat, and Betway. We wouldn't be able to do any of this without those guys. But honestly, heading into this matchup with Robin as a sub for Infused, do you think that's going to affect sort of the team play here, or do you think the fact that they've been playing at the LAN, the fact they played last week, do you think that is going to be enough for them to get this win?
Well, they did. They've been spending a lot of time with Robin again recently, of course, as you said, like last week's season, and now, of course, with I-Series as well. They've devoted a lot of time to getting him in there. And the thing about him is, it's more, he's really one of those players that you can just let loose and let him just fire off shots and really just go in with some crazy stuff. So communication shouldn't be as much of an issue as if it was a different player. With him, you can just allow him to take more of a bit of slack on the leash, allow him to roam a bit more and just do his own thing.
Well, I know last week for Team Infused, despite being the sub, Robin was their top fragger. He was just destroying the map. So, I mean, I'm interested to see whether we see a similar thing coming out this week, whether he does turn into that star player again. But, I mean, the guy he was replacing, Windansky, is going to be playing as well today. So maybe he's going to be able to step up to the plate a little bit and get that sort of top fragging position for himself. We'll have to see as we head onto the map. The map is again going to be Overpass. So second time tonight that we're going to see Overpass. We've already talked about it a little bit earlier on for the first map. It is a bit of a T-sided map, but our first game was incredibly close. 16-13 was the final score. I mean, do you think we're going to see a very similar score in this one? Do you think it's going to be a little bit more one-sided?
It'll probably be around the same again, of course. Infused, hopefully you'd hope we're coming from their own back. They're going to want to try and bring some pain now, show what they're made of and do some damage. But Fish123, they could be well rested, as we said, a few of their players. They're going to be coming from hype, of course. Pulse, he's going to be very, very happy about the LAN placement. Of course, Easy Skins taking the win. Cryptix was there as well, of course, playing for Molotovs and Marshmallows. So these guys, they're not going to be, cold. They're going to be warm, ready, feeling pretty snappy, pretty crisp. And the rest of their teammates, they're ready to do some damage. So it should be a fairly close game. I reckon we'll see something very similar to what we saw previously.
Yeah, and by the looks of things, it is going to be Fish123 taking away that knife round right there. So it's going to be Fish123 on the CT side to start this game off. So they're going to have that sort of advantageous position as we head into our second game of the third week of the ESL UK Premiership. Now, neither of these teams with a flawless record so far. So both of these guys are going to be looking to try and pull out a win here, trying to get themselves back onto the board. But we are into our first pistol round, and Robin is going to blow it wide open for you guys. And that's going to be Cryptics going down as well. Robin already grabbing himself a double kill here. He's looking for more with this Glock. Can't quite connect the shots onto those last two members as Critical pushes forward onto Keita, managing to take that man down. And Infused are looking commanding so far.
Yeah, huge stuff there from Infused. Only 2 players left standing on that CT side already, very early on into the round, and Robin, he's got 2 frags. He wants to try to turn it into the third. Pulse is there with his 5-7 in hand, and he is usually quite lethal with that thing, but not tonight. He's been shut down. Mini goes big though, gets the frag onto Robin. There's the second. A juicy little one-tap onto Critical. And Red Snake just baiting him out there. He knows he's there, but he can't quite get the frag onto him, spamming away through the wall. Red Snake gets his confidence, goes for the burst play, lands the first shot, and there's the frag onto Mini and Infused. They take that pistol round, and everyone looked very crisp there.
They did indeed, especially Robin getting that triple kill in that round. So he's going to be very happy with that one. And we see 3 AKs come out here, as well as full Kevlar and helmet across the Infused lineup. Now, talk to me about AKs here, because I mean, it's kind of risky, surely, if you're the guys with armor, to potentially drop these AKs for your enemy.
Yeah, on these sort of eco rounds like this, if you're going to be getting up close, which you'll expect to, going up against Fish123 with just pistols in hand, you don't really want to get too close. And having an AK up close and personal is going to be a little bit awkward, a bit iffy. If you lose an AK, it's a whole lot worse than losing, say, like a MAC-10. And the thing is, ideally, in the current meta, you want a MAC-10. With how tagging works, sort of since the recent updates, it really slows people down to have a lot of tags really fast. So you want a MAC-10, you can spray away them. Without any armor, it's going to rip them apart. Even with armor, it's going to still do a fair bit of damage, and you're going to get a lot more cash for your, you know, and you're not paying as much of the risk of having an AK. So it's interesting to see 3 players that's just going for those AKs, trying to go for that round security and just wanting to really rip them apart. But I mean, it's not going to matter because Windansky, he doesn't even need an MP7. He's got a Tech 9, and that's enough for him. Gets 2 early frags there.
He does indeed. He's going to be traded across. He is going to go down, but he's going to be very happy with that 2-4. And with just the Tech 9, that weapon has now paid for itself. And the CTs are going to be rotating across towards this B site. But actually just hanging out in toilets here. Looks like they might just be trying to hold on to this Kevlar and helmet. But Red Snake has something to say about that one. He's going to be traded straight across. But despite us talking about the fact that you could potentially lose these AKs, all 3 AK-47s are still in these team members' hands. That's going to be Robin finding one for himself. And King now, the last man remaining for Fish123. He's not going to be able to find anyone to take down. And that is going to be a second round coming out for Team Infused. So very strong start coming out for this fixed lineup. And it is going to be Robin, as we were saying earlier, despite being the sub, with 4 kills to his name. He is so far top frag in the game. And I wouldn't be all that surprised to see this continue. It's what we saw at EPS. He looked incredibly strong at Insomnia as well.
Yeah, he's been usually just a crazy player when it comes to outright aim. He can really just land those juicy shots that you wouldn't expect to go off. And he really is one of those players that you can just sort of let loose. That's what I was saying earlier. Infused won't be as worried too much because they can sort of set Robin in the area and allow him to get frags. And talking of frags, walking into you, Mini just jumps into Windansky's crosshair there, allowing him to get that opener. Spray from Robin as well, nearly finds a frag through the wall. And this is the thing, Infused, they're looking very crisp in these ecos.
They certainly are. And honestly, just the MAC-10 in the hands of King is about everything that Fish123 have right now. It's going to be very difficult. The B site is all but taken right now. Zed finds another kill for himself. He's going to get one onto Cryptics, Windansky that is. And Pulse, I mean, all he's got is a P250. There's not much point in him saving at this point. He's going to try and get some kills, but Robin is going to be able to take him down. Critical, the only member without a kill there for Team Infused, as they pick up a 3rd round for themselves. But this is the point where Fish123 are going to be able to try and pull themselves back into the game. We've got through the 3 eco rounds, and now they're going to be able to get some rifles.
Yeah, and this is the thing on these 4 buys. This is where Fish123 ideally should begin to shine, of course. They are really strong aimers across this side, but really, that's what they're going to have to rely on because they don't have a lot of smokes at all. We see only 3 smokes, over on that side, and that's the thing. Nades, they're lacking heavily right now, so defense isn't going to be that big. All they've got to do is try and delay as much as possible and then really have to out-aim Infused when they take the aim battles to try and gain control of a site. It's going to be fairly hard for them, but Fish123, I feel like they do have the advantage on aim here, really.
Yeah, I do feel that that should be the case. But not too many grenades in their hands right now. They're starting to run low. Just 4 flashes, 2 smokes there. So we'll see. I mean, if they can use those grenades effectively, it will definitely be enough to turn the tide of battle. But we'll see if that's going to be the case. Very defensive start here coming out from Team Infused. Playing it very, very slowly, but now starting to push in towards this A site. The spray coming through from Robin. Not able to find his target though. And a nice wall of smokes comes through, but King finds one through the corner of that smoke. Just spots out Windansky's forehead there. He's going to be able to connect the bullets to it. And now they're pushing it onto this B-site mini. Trades one for his own life there. Pulse was the one to get the kill onto Zed. And now 3 versus 4. But Robin suddenly is the last man remaining as 2 more go down for the CTs. Cryptix gets another one. And that is going to be a round onto the board here for Fish123. They're looking to turn it into a second as they still have a whole lot of rifles to work with. But the economy for Team Infused is still looking fine and dandy.
Yeah, they're not going to be too worried at all about that. Still have a lot of money to work with there. Windansky can still afford to go for his AWP buy, so he should be able to actually find a fairly good opener for Infused, really, if he can land the shot. No AWPs over on Fish123, and they did well. They didn't have a lot of nades to work with, but that's the thing. They took the aim battles and they came out on top, and if they can keep it up, it should be huge. Red Snake have a little bit of a face there, just in case he can spot anyone, but can't see anyone just yet over at mid.
Yeah, not quite able to find anyone to pick off just yet. We'll see what Windansky can do with this AWP in this game. We saw a couple of AWPs coming out in the last match, and it was Powell really that was the big AWPer in that last match. Imi did show up a little bit as well. Wasn't really able to do it to the same effect. We'll see if Windansky is going to be able to live up to what Powell did, but the 2-man stack is going to be coming out here. King is going to be spotted out straight away though, tagged down to just below half of his HP, or just above in fact. But the Molotov is going to go over there, trying to force the CTs out of their defensive positions. Keita knows that they're there, and he finds the shots onto Windansky. 4 versus 5 now.
Yeah, 4 on 5, and make that 4 on 3 as Zed gets his head completely ripped off by Mini. Beautiful stuff coming out from him, but the assault has to kick off on that A site soon. They realise the time is taken away, and Cryptix goes massive, shutting down Critical. Red Snake chimes in with a big counter frag going. King, he would have almost been caught off guard there, but he was primed and ready. And Robin gets dropped by Pulse, and that's the thing. These trades are very, very close, but it's just unfortunate.
It certainly is. We are just going to bring up the odds on your screen for this game. They have been updated ever so slightly. So odds still in favour of Team Infused. 1.4 versus 2.75 there. So Infused still going to be our favourites in this one with 3 kills on 3 rounds. Sorry, on the terrorist side as well. They're certainly looking good, but Tech9 buy is going to be coming out for them. We'll see what they're going to be able to do with those pistols. By the looks of things, not a lot as King gets the first kill off the round. He's tagged incredibly low though as Keita comes in for the second kill now. Finds himself on with the USPS as well. And now Zed, the last man remaining. He's going to be going down to Cryptix here, who's sneaking on around the corner. Finds the shots in the end. And that's going to be an easy little defense there for Fish123. And now another buy is finally going to be able to come out for Team Infused, and they're going to be looking to try and get the ball rolling yet again. They can't really afford to lose this round though. If they lose this one as well, their economy is pretty much going to be shot.
Yeah, the economy won't be too happy with them at all. And now Infused, they're trying to work out what they can do differently here. Critical has picked himself up and all. Facing long just in case. He realises it is fairly clear. And I mean, really, if they can gain A site control and actually lock it down, that's going to be the difference maker. They usually are able to get control, but after plant and onwards is when they usually fall short. They're not able to just hold that bomb out and actually allow it to blow up and take the round. They do struggle a little bit, and critical, very slightly missing his shot onto King there. He was going for the jump face to spot on long. If he got the opener, that could have been a real game changer for Infused right there.
It certainly could, and Critical needs to be able to get these shots to open up the map to be able to get the ball rolling for his team right now, because when you're playing on that T side, you want to get as many rounds as possible, and these buy rounds where you can afford to go for the big green gun are going to be oh so important. These are the ones that you need to try and take the advantages on, and it's going to be Mini taking the advantage as he gets a double spray down through that tunnel. He's going to find himself a third one as well before he goes down to Zed, who finally is able to take down that contender, but with 2 Ts remaining and the bomb out in the open, it's going to be a challenging. King gets the spray down onto Robin through the smoke. Zed is going to be falling as well, and it's going to be King and Mini there with a 2 and a 3, just going to take the round for their team.
Yeah, really, really good stuff there coming out from Fish123, and that's what we want to see. Fish123, they couldn't really take those aim battles and win them, so it's good that they have that confidence now to really just take the battle to a team Infused. They're really just proving that they know they can out-aim them, and right now they're doing a fantastic job of it. Over on long, stacking the 2 players. Up there actually Keita with the backup of Cryptics. They're in a prime position if the Infused do go for that long take. This time, they're not interested. They're going to be working around toilets, leaving Critical there to pick off any potential rotates from the CTs as the rest of his teams do begin to work towards that B site.
They certainly do. And I mean, they're looking towards this B site. I feel like this round is going to be a bit of a challenge here for Team Infused with just the P250s, the Tech-9 and the Deagle. Scratch one of those P250s. It's definitely not going to be an easy one to win. Mini is going to be tagged down to just 26 though. But King finds another one on this boost. He's going to get another free headshot there. He's going to be laughing right now. 2 free kills basically for him. Cryptic's got another one there. It's going to be Zed going down there to the M4, and these pistols just not really able to find their targets right now. I say that, Keita's going to be going down though. But King pushing forward, going to be able to spray down that last man. Very, very simple, easy eco bash there coming out. King with the hat trick as well for himself. They're going to have more than enough money to be throwing those rifles around, but now Infused, they've got a full buy. They've even got grenades to work with here. They've got the AWP. This is such a crucial round for them right now.
Yeah, this is one of those things where, you know, Infused, they look good in that pistol round, and they look like things are on point, but now they're looking fairly sloppy. Robin, he looks like he's switched back on again. His mind is crisp. He is ready to play. He gets that opening frag onto Keita, and this could really be the difference maker now. With that AWP no longer in play for Fish123, rifles once again, Infused could be able to worm their way in and start to break things from the inside out. But they went for a cheeky boost. They were able to spot where the rest of the Infused members are and have a lot of information from that.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to be able to get the opening frag onto Keita, so Team Infused certainly going to be very happy with that start. Mini pushing on towards the T-spawn here. Aggressive defense coming out from him. He's going to be looking to loop around and maybe get a flank onto this Infused lineup. Checking every corner as he goes. But it looks like the A site might just be the call here. Coming out from these terrorists. And the grenades are going to be sailing across. But I feel like this round is going to be all on Mini as he's coming for the flank. But the bomb site push is going to come through. Cryptix finds one, but he's going to trade it for his own life right now. King finds another one for himself. He stops the defuse crucially, and now Windansky is in a 1 versus 2. He's in all sorts of trouble right now, and actually, he's decided he doesn't even want to take this one. He's just going to run to the hills. Yeah,
only 10 seconds on the clock, and 2 CTs still alive. He had no idea really where they both were. They had complete control of that bomb. He's just going to have to back off and hold on to that AK.
Mini going to be very disappointed there, spending the entire round searching for that flank, just running the entire marathon around the map, but then can't even find any kills in the end, can't catch up to the opponents. And we're actually going to see an auto sniper coming out here. Cryptic's going to be holding on to that one.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to play default with that or actually try to spice it up a bit. Maybe go for a face, I want to say underpass, or play sort of upper B, somewhere like that where he can really just hold it down and spray all of those potential aggressors down with it. But actually, playing fairly standard with it, just on A site, ready for the A take if it does come out from the T's over on T Infused.
Yeah, we'll see. He's going to be able to find anything, and actually it's going to be Zed that finds the first one. Mini going to be going down to that headshot. I'm intrigued to see if Keita can do anything, or Cryptic, sorry, can do anything with this auto sniper. The Infused lineup is about to walk into his line of vision. We'll see if he's going to be able to find the shots. Gets one onto Robin, so that's one kill for himself. But immediately has to back away there as he gets tagged out. He's just going to be staring on it long as Keita looks towards the toilets. But 4 versus 4 now. The auto sniper paying off. It's going to even up the scoreboard here as Red Snake pushes on forwards, but that Molotov is going to deter the push here. But the bomb is going to go down. Critical, able to plant that one. And now the round really kicks off as King gets his head taken off here by Red Snake. Now 3 CTs left to defend this one. Make that 2 as Red Snake finds his second kill of the round. Keita, though, still has that AWP, and it looks like he's well aware of that situation. He's going to back off and hold on to that sniper, and this is going to finally be another kill on the board for Team Infused. Fish123 managed to get a 6-round streak there, but it is finally going to be ending. Yeah,
Team Infused, 4th round. Windansky is able to actually find Keita's head and shut him down. Pulse gets 2 cheeky little frags at the end of the round, though. Can he turn into the third? Unfortunately not. The economy damage on either side is going to be pretty big. Infused, they should still be able to buy, but it's looking a little bit shaky. Robin actually doesn't have enough cash to go for the full buy with the AK, so he is just going to opt to pick one up from a drop teammate. I didn't realise someone actually dropped that. It's good stuff. The cash was a little bit better than what it seemed. So Infused, not too bad at all. They still be able to work with this. They're not in the dark after winning that round, but are they going to try that play again? You know, the very slow, methodical play, get the pick and then roll with it. Or will we be seeing a change in the tempo? They're going to go very fast, sort of shock and awe style play now, working through toilets. I mean, Cryptix is in a nice place to do some damage with the backup of Keita here, and King has come over as well to help him out.
Yeah, they certainly are. And this is the question, are they going to go for a more aggressive play? So far it doesn't look like it, and it's actually going to be King that goes aggressive as he takes the shots onto Robin. Robin so far has been an absolutely crucial member for Team Infused. With him already going down, just 4 AKs left here. Robin actually disconnects from the game altogether, so potentially struggling from a little bit of lag, going to be reconnecting shortly, I would assume. Maybe has just rage quit. We'll have to see, but it's going to be 4 versus 5. As that first kill did go across to King here. And Infused certainly got their work cut out in this round. The spray through the wall isn't quite going to be enough to finish Windansky, but it tags him down to 34 now. These 4 M4 silenced. They are all going to charge across onto the B site here. Mini going to be peeking away, trying to find those terrorists as they push onto the site, but it's going to be Keita getting one for himself. Mini gets another as he's traded back by Critical. Now Cryptic's in a prime position to try and finish off these last 2 who, in the end, have decided just to back away from this one. They'd run out of time. They weren't going to be able to get that bomb down. And that is going to be the round going over to Fish123. So good defense from them. We are going to obviously have a pause as we wait for Robin to get himself back into this one. But those on your screen right now are the odds for our 3rd game of the day. FM Esports up against United Estonia. Now, fairly even odds coming out here. It's around 60 to 40 in favour of FM here. So, I mean, good odds for FM. If you want to go and place your money down, you can visit esports.betway.com. How do you feel that next matchup is going to go?
Yeah,
FM up against UE.
I mean, that's fairly expected. You would sort of say FM would be the favourites to come out on top in that one, ideally. But you never know. UE, sometimes they can pull some crazy stuff out of the bag, so we might see it going a little bit closer than you'd imagine. But most likely, FM will probably take it fairly convincingly.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see if that's going to be the case in our next match. But right now, we are watching Fish123 up against Team Infused, and Fish123 looking very strong so far. The odds are in favour of Team Infused, but Mini is going to be going down, and it looks like Team Infused are looking to take this round for themselves. we're going to see the sprays coming across. 4 versus 4. Make that 3 versus 4. As we see King coming down, but Pulse trades it back across. Critical finds another one for himself. And now the bomb is going to be planted. 3 members still here for Team Infused. But Cryptic's pushing aggressively forwards here. Keita going to be peeking, just trying to find these shots. But it's going to be Red Snake around the corner. He's going to go down to Keita. But his teammate is going to be taken out by Critical here, who's pushing forward very aggressively. Gets the kill onto Keita. Zed and Critical surviving that one. Critical obviously feeling very confident there.
Yeah, coming out with the ace. Huge stuff from the man, of course. Really, really strong player, back from a long time. He's been around CS for a very long time from Source in those days. Still proving he is up there with that UK scene, doing the damage, laying down the law.
Yeah, absolutely. The odds have been updated ever so slightly for this game. Infused not quite as in favour anymore, but Zed is going to open the round up. Keita trading it straight back across though with that CZ. Red Snake finds one onto Keita though, punishing him for taking out his teammate. But we've got 2 Deagles here in the hands of Fish123.
It's going to be interesting to see if they will be able to utilise him. King won't be able to utilise his though as he gets ripped apart by Zed. But Cryptic's from behind, nice play, very sneaky, shuts down Critical. Pulse with a 5-7 in hand. He is quite lethal with that bad boy, so let's see if he's going to be able to find a frag. 3 Ts left. They've taken control of the A site, but the bomb is still lagging behind. They're waiting, just clearing the site before anything is committed. Blanca stopped as well from behind. Zed's actually backed off, and Red Snake gets dropped somehow. Pulse goes huge with that 5-7 from Bank. Critical. Cryptics with the A site. Spots Windansky, sprays him down. It's all on Zed. He's fairly low, but so are Cryptics and Pulse. If he can get the bomb back, take it as 1v1s, he could potentially win this.
He certainly could, and he's going to find Pulse. He's going to turn it into the 1v1. Both members now incredibly low on HP. He just needs to be able to get to that bomb. I don't think Cryptics has seen the bomb, though. He's not watching it just yet, but he finds the headshot. Zed is going to be able to take the round for Team Infused. He's even going to try and throw the bomb down. Can't quite get that in time. That is going to be another round for Team Infused. Honestly, they can end this first half on this score and be happy, but this is the new updated odds here for this game. Team Infused actually not quite as in favour anymore. Fish123 having a slight edge. But the second half is going to be Team Infused on the CT side, so I would say, despite being 1 round down, they are doing incredibly well for themselves. And it's going to be Cryptics actually opening this round up with the high explosive grenade onto Red Snake.
Yeah, Infused, once they get back on that CT side, should be able to do some real damage. I mean, they could still potentially end up here with a 9-6 scoreline, and if they can do that, Infused will be in fairly good stead to actually do some damage. It's still going to be alright.
Oh, so they hope. It's 4 versus 5 here. Team Infused going to be trying to find what they can. Mini does only have that 5-7, so not quite as much firepower as he'd be wanted here. It's going to be Pulse here with the M4, looking to try and spray them down as they enter the site. Robin is going to fall to that weapon. Pulse opening this one up, and Keita's going to fall as well now. And Pulse is going absolutely huge here, picks himself up a triple kill, and now it's only Zed remaining. He's sneaking around this site as Pulse. He's so kill hungry right now that he's spraying down his own teammates, tagging out Joe there. He is going to be able to survive though, only taking 5 damage. But now Zed, the only man. He does have the bomb, but Cryptics has heard him. He's waiting around the corner. And he gets a nice easy headshot as Zed walks into his crosshair. So very well played there by Cryptics, playing the patient game and punishing his opponent. And now 8-6 is the score. Fish123 feeling comfortable here. And we'll see what Team Infused can do to ruin this. A little bit of a force spike whenever Infused here.
The AWP ones there, Galil over and Windansky, and the rest of them just getting whatever they could scavenge in the pistol section. Very aggressive in there, gets the frag on the critical, turns it into the doubles, he shuts down Red Snake. Zed does get a counter frag though over onto Pulse, trying to even up the numbers, but Fish123 looking very strong right now. 4 players still alive. Keita, 21 HP left on him. Windansky finds himself an M4, drops away that Galil and gets a bit of a tag off, but doesn't quite get the frag onto Cryptix just yet.
We'll see if he's going to find more. Windansky's going to find one onto Cryptix. That's going to be 3 versus 3 now. Rifles against rifles. As we see Joe looking for another one. He does find it though, so Infused. They might end up finishing this first half on just 6 rounds here, as Robin tagged down to just 4 HP, has the AWP, but he can't connect the shots with it. And now the CT's looking to be in a fantastic position here. Just Windansky and Robin remaining. It's Keita pushing up very aggressively. There's just 4 HP on Robin, but Keita doesn't manage to find the shots onto his opponent there. Just needs one stray bullet to land. It's going to be full blinded as he checks around the corner, but Windansky does not care. He finds one onto Keita. And now Robin and Windansky suddenly looking a lot better as Joe is on the side. He's looking to defend. He gets one onto Windansky. 4 HP remaining on Robin as he pushes onto the site. He's got to try for this one, but he's not going to be able to do it. Mini finishes off that last man with the double kill for himself. And this first half of the game is going to end 9-6 in favour of Fish123. Now Infused, starting on that T side, they're not going to be too unhappy with 6 rounds. I'm sure they were wanting more, but 6 rounds is certainly respectable. We'll see. I mean, how well do Team Infused typically do on that team, the CT side of Overpass?
I mean, it's fairly expected. This is sort of the same scoreline I gave you when we said about the choke game. You do sort of expect to see that 9-6 sort of in favour of the CT side, ideally. You know, a lot of the games do go that way, and then you see the teams sort of finding their second wind on that CT side, the more favourable side, and locking things down. And Infused are definitely one of the better sort of CT side teams. But let's see if their CT side skills will be on display right now as they attempt to hold this B-bombs fight. The all-out aggression from the Ts, as all of them trying to take control. Charging in, pushing all the angles. Critical has backup from Zed, and they have to try and reclaim control of short there. Pulse is in a prime position to lay down the law though. And Joe, he's picked himself up a Tech 9 and armor.
Yeah, and Red Snake on the other side has picked himself up a kill. 1-2 mini there, so good start to the round 4 Team Infused. Keita though, lurking around T-spawn, is going to be able to find the equalizing kill onto Zed. So 1 for 1 so far. Tech 9 in the hands of Joe. We'll see what he's going to be able to achieve with that one, but it's going to be Red Snake finding himself a kill onto Pulse. Now, 4 versus 3. Team Infused. This is their round to lose right now. And it looks like long is going to be the call here coming out from Fish123.
Yeah, they have the bomb in hand. They're working towards that long angle, and Robin and Co, they have to rotate to be ready to try and hold this. Robin should be able to get the frag here as they do go for the peak, but Keita comes in to cause the distraction, gets the frag onto Critical, and that is huge. If he can get the follow-up, this could very easily become Fish123's round. Critical. Get the bomb down. Red Snake chimes in with the frag onto Joe. Takes a huge position to lay down the law. As he fires off, gets the tag. There's the frag finally. Windansky shuts him down. He's very low. Keita essentially full HP here, hiding away. Oh! It doesn't matter. The headshot comes out, and Keita gets dropped. Infused, they're going to pick up that first pistol round, and that was so tense.
I can't really understand how Keita lost that firefight. He only needed to connect 1, maybe 2 bullets right there. It's not like Windansky sneaked over. He was just sprinting. You could hear him coming. Keita should have been able to get that pre-fired out. Should have been able to finish off that kill. A little bit of a misplay coming out from him there. And now Fish123, unfortunately, going to end up losing out on that round. So Team Infused going to be very, very happy with that one. 7 rounds on the board for them. And opening up this game with the rifles, and it's going to be Critical, spotting people out and taking a kill onto Keita now. It's already only 4 members left for Fish123. Make that 3, make that 2 in fact, as Robin picks himself up the double spray. He goes for another one with the USP, and now Cryptix, suddenly the last man remaining. What an aggressive defense coming out from Infused. Robin with the 4 kills.
Huge stuff there, Robin. As we said, just really ripping apart all of the players.
We have yet again some more updated odds coming out for you guys. Infused now the ones in favour. So obviously, as you can see, this game very back and forth so far. You can see the live odds over at esports.betway.com if you want to keep up with how that's changing. But Fish123 looking to go towards the A site for this one, pushing down long. They've got the full buy coming out this time though. They've got those AK-47s in hand.
Yeah, those AKs, this could be the difference maker if they can find that first frag over on long. They're working together playing here. Realizing Critical is getting very aggressive and Red Snake gets dropped off by Joe. Most of his teammates now, they have to rotate over to A. They're fully committed to trying to hold this site. Critical's there. He's getting aggressive, but he's backed off, got himself in a nice position to try and hold Robin, very, very close by Toilets. If Pulse does continue with this lurk, he will be able to find the frag, and Windansky goes absolutely massive. They're ripping everyone apart with a free K.
Yeah, Windansky goes absolutely huge, gets the triple spray down, and pretty much wins his team the round there. Infused are going to be very happy with that one. Windansky himself on 14 kills currently. Second place in frags for this game. Joe still top fragging for Fish123. We'll see if he's going to be able to keep that one up. Windansky is certainly going to be snapping at his ankles trying to catch up to that scoreline. But 9-9 is the score here. Team Infused on their CT side, certainly looking strong. And with the eco coming out from Fish123, this should be their round to win.
Trying to get the tags off there, is able to get a little bit of damage, but not the frag just yet. Joe and Keita fairly low, and Cryptic shuts down Robin. This is huge. Critical. That M4 in hand dancing around. He needs to lay down the law. He should be able to shut these players down, completely rip them apart, but he's struggling a little bit. They are very, very low, but Pulse working with these three fellow players. Tech9 in hand is able to spot out the position of Critical and shuts him down with a headshot. Critical did get the frag onto Keita though, turning it into a 3 versus 3, and they're trying to work towards that A site.
Certainly are 3 versus 3. As you say, make that 2 versus 3 as Zed finds another one for himself. Joe only on 15. He's going to be going down to Zed as well, who picks himself up the double kill. And now Pulse is just going to be hiding away in this corner, maybe looking for a couple of exit frags, but certainly not looking to turn this into a round for his team right now. But Zed is waiting for him to peek, and he's going to find himself his hat trick for that round. Pulse is going to go down. And that is going to be Team Infused for the first time this game, or actually technically the second time this game, going to be taking the lead. They did manage to get those 3 starting rounds after the pistol round on the first half. But ever since, they've not been able to get ahead until this point, and now they're looking strong. But a full buy has come out from the lineup of Fish123.
Yeah, and this is really going to be the all battle here coming out between Keita and Zed. And Keita, I'd say, I'd put my money on at this point in time, but you never know if they will actually clash as they've been working towards long. Once again, Joe spying it, going for the little face and realizes there's no one there, puts the call out to his team, and they do begin to work it. Keita, he has the AWP in hand. Robin has gone for the boost on top of Critical, looking through the window, trying to spot anyone, but he won't spot Keita just yet as the rest of his teammates do begin to creep up. Flashbang goes out, allowing Joe to get the entry, but he isn't going to find anyone in there, and they do not realise Robin was actually on the boost, and he's been able to spot Keita now, and this is where things could very well fall apart for Fish123 after that opener.
Certainly is, and 5 versus 4, Team Infused looking very good in this matchup right now, and it's going to be the spray coming out from Joe, but he can't quite finish off the second member. Critical going to trade it into a 1-4-1. He is down just to 15 HP though, and it's going to be Zed going down. Mini gets another one for his own team. Critical going to be falling, and suddenly the tables turn, and the round looks to be in favour of Fish123, but Windansky is flanking from behind. He finds one for himself. He's looking for Cryptics as well, who's going to go down to Red Snake in the end, and now Mini, the last terrorist remaining, is in a 2 versus 1. But we've already seen 2v1s happen this game. Mini going to be going for that bomb plant. He is going to be able to get it down. Will he be able to get the kills? He will be able to get one onto Windansky, and now Red Snake. Mini knows where he is. Is he going to be able to find the shots? He's looking for it. He is going to be able to get onto Mini. He grabs the AWP for the next round, and he's going to be able to get the defuse. So well played by Red Snake there, getting 2 kills in that round. And getting that lead back in favour of Team Infused. 11 rounds in their pockets right now as the AWP going to be thrown over towards Zed.
Yeah, and that is really good stuff. Infused, as I was saying, they're looking a lot stronger on that CT side, but still at times looking a bit shaky. Once again, these rounds being very, very tense, coming down to these one-on-ones all the time. Infused They need to start putting a lot more pressure on. I want to see these convincing rounds coming out from them once again, because right now they look like things could turn on a dime, and Critical, he has to be the one to start the things off this round. As the rest of the teams begin to creep through toilets, he's shaking things up a bit from where he's playing. He should be able to get a bit of a spray down going on. It's a bit of a tag onto Joe. There's the frag onto Keita, but Joe does retaliate, shutting him down. Robin's there to back him up in a different position. Robin has to capitalize now, shuts down Pulse, knows Cryptic's there, shuts down Cryptics. This is really good stuff coming out from Robin. And Joe has to try and get the counter front.
Yeah, he's going to be able to punish Robin for playing so aggressively, but Robin is going to be more than happy with those 2 kills for his own life. Now Joe and Mini looking to push on towards this A site, and in fact Joe has to run all the way back to grab that bomb. There could well be a player waiting for him, Windansky just downstairs. Wouldn't be too surprised to see him push up aggressively towards that terrorist player who's pushing on through toilets. Now Mini moving in onto the site here. He's going to look for Zed, who's going to peek out from the truck, and he's going to find the kill onto Mini. Now Joe does manage to trade that one back across, but he's in a 2 versus 1. He's trying to plant the bomb. Windansky is coming though. He's going to be spotted out, but he doesn't land the shots, and Joe is going to turn it around. Now Red Snake, the last CT remaining. Is he going to be able to find the man? No, Joe manages to clutch the round, gets the 5-man ace.
Huge, huge stuff there. Joe somehow pulling that round back from nothing. Gets the 5-man, huge stuff, huge props to the guy, really showing what he's made of in that round.
Yeah, Joe doing absolutely incredible work. Windansky disastrously missing those shots while he was planting the bomb, and beautiful flick from Joe, just spins around and finds the headshot onto his opponent, and then beautiful after plant position as well to take out that last remaining CT. And get himself and his team another round on the board. He's going to be very, very happy with that 5-man, with that bit of a highlight reel for himself. But are they going to be able to turn this into anything more? They only have 2 Tech-9s in 2 other members' hands. A Galil as well, as Cryptics looks for the opening frag onto Robin. He's tagged down to 82, but he's certainly not out just yet. The 4M4s in the hands of the CTs, Critical with that 5-7. Mini looking to try and back up his team here. As Infused seem a little undecided on whether they want to go for this A site or not. They are all positioned towards it. The rotate certainly could come through, but it looks like they are going to push on in. That's going to be Cryptics finding Windansky with that AK-47. Now Critical peeking on out. Joe can't quite connect the shots though, as Robin finds one for himself. He finds a second one as Keita gets burnt to a crisp, and now Red Snake gets one as well. In fact, it was Keita burning someone else to a crisp. But Zed has arrived on the scene, takes out Joe from behind, and now Pulse, the last member remaining for Fish123. Can he get the 2v1? Can he follow in Joe's footsteps from last round and clutch this one?
It's going to be very, very close, but he goes for the plant, and Pulse wasn't prepared. He had to get the bomb down right then, and Zed heard the noise, went for the spray, and it's paid off for him.
It certainly has. So well played there to finish off that round. Pulse unfortunately can't quite end that one out for his team. Joe right now is going absolutely massive. 23 kills on the board, 5 more than anyone else on the map. He is looking, I mean, that 1v5 round was pretty much the gap right now, was 2 members already falling. Make that 4 members for Fish123. They get annihilated. And that is just going to be, I mean, there's not even much to commentate on that round. That was just Fish123 getting annihilated.
Yeah, they really just got ripped apart so fast there, and that's just really vintage Infused. They're looking a lot stronger now, going back to sort of their older form and proving they have such individual skill where they can just lay down shots like that. But I don't know, I feel Fish123 right now could have a bit of a renaissance in their abilities in a moment and be able to start bringing things back. Infused, as I said though, they are a very, very strong CT side team when it comes to just being able to just lock things down and hold those positions. But Cryptics, there it is, that's what we're talking about with the aiming. They can just shut people off with absolute ease and get those entries.
They certainly can, and we'll see if that's going to be enough to pull them into this game right now. They can't really afford to lose any more rounds as Infused are already on 13. That's going to be the trade back across though, as it makes it 3 versus 3 in fact, as another one goes down across the map. Both teams trading pretty much evenly here. It's going to be rifles against rifles as Paul's checking downstairs, but he's going to get caught out. Zed finds that one. And Infused again with an advantage in this round.
Yeah, the 3-on-2, Joe and Cryptix. They're very close together though. They're not spread out. And they still have a smoke to work with. The smokes go up to try and hold off the players, and Joe goes for the plant, but the Molotov and the nade will get a fair bit of damage off onto those two guys, actually missing them a little bit. That's a bit of a shame, but from behind, Windansky being so sneaky, rips Joe apart, and now it's just Cryptix. He's got to go huge, but he's not going to be able to because his head's been lopped off by Windansky. And Infused, they're about to pick up their 14th round.
They certainly are. As Fish123, this is dire straits for them. They have to pull something out right now. Infused, one away from match point. I mean, this is a tense decision right now for Fish123. Do they go for the force buy? Looks like they are going to. They don't want to let Team Infused get to match point here. It is all or nothing right now for Fish123. We'll see if they're going to be able to take down this full rifle lineup of Team Infused. Those are the odds on your screen for the next game, but Keita looking to make this game end pretty soon as he tags down Critical to 10, but he can't finish it off. Joe does find one onto Robin though, and Critical finds one onto Joe as well. So 4 versus 4. Looks like B-site is going to be the call here for the first time in quite a few rounds here. We're going to have Windansky on the scene though. Can he defend it? No, he can't. He's going to go down to the rifle of Pulse as the bomb is going to be planted. But the Molotov ruins everything. That's going to be Mini burnt alive right now. And it turns it into a 3 versus 3. Pulse is going to look for the spray down though, but only trades 1 for 1. And it's still even footings right now. Keita and Cryptix looking to defend this plant. I say plant, they haven't actually got the bomb down right now. They have 40 seconds to play with though. And Zed, all on his own here. He's looking for Keita to peek. He's looking for anyone to peek. Trying to spray those bullets across, but they know exactly where he is right now. But they can't quite get to the bomb. Zed has it covered, but Cryptix has finally managed to find it. They know he's still there, and that's going to mean that they can get that bomb down.
Very low. Cryptix firing for the smoke just in case. And Zed, he's pushing up. They don't know quite where he is. They did spot him before and should be prepared for this, but if Zed gets lucky, he should be able to get the frag onto Cryptix. Only one man standing now. Keita very low. He's backed off towards short. The call will go out, alerting him to where Zed is. But it just depends. Will Zed be able to get it? Can he just one-time it? The timing on Keita, he's not going to go for the face. Oh, no! Zed, he's been able to stick on it, and he gets the frag as well.
Disastrous. Keita, he thought it was a fake defuse, didn't go for the check, and is going to be punished for it. And as well, the exit frag, just going to ruin the economy of Fish123. This is the last force buy they can get out, and I mean, realistically, they don't care about their economy right now. Even if they lose this round, that's the game. So it doesn't matter if they have no money left right now. They have to win this one to pull it into overtime. But a 5-round streak from the T side on overpass is going to be a tall order coming through for Fish123. Are they going to be able to make it count? A 1-for-1 trade might say otherwise for them. This is 4 versus 4 right now. And the B site looks to be the one they're going to push on towards. As Red Snake heads over towards the A site. Keita maybe trying to lurk here, trying to get people on the rotation, but it's going to be Mini finding Zed. This is fantastic news for Fish123. Maybe they can pull themselves back into this game. They're looking for Windansky, who's hiding behind that pillar. Mini looking for him, and he's going to finally be able to find the shots. 2 CTs remaining. The bomb should be able to go down here.
Very true indeed. There's only 2 players left on that CT side. They have a little bit of utility left to work with though, and that will go out to try and delay any potential plant coming out from Fish123. But ideally, they should come out on top. 4 players left. Cryptix has the bomb in his hand, and they've got complete control of the B site. They've got a player on the flank as well. It just depends about the timing. They're being very, very quiet right now, just making sure there's no possible chance of these Infused players being on site, of them getting an angle. And now they begin to run away. They're backing off, taking complete control of the A site. They were aware that A was completely open because of the player that went on the flank. 10 seconds, they will get the plant going down here, and really, the 2 CT players are going to have to go for the save most likely. There's no point in them really attempting to go for this. They're far too far away.
Yeah, really, really smart play coming out from Fish123 there. They know that Infused are around. Even though they have that man advantage, there's no reason for them to risk anything right there. They can go for that quick rotation onto A. They're going to be able to get that round basically for free there with that nice map control basically coming out from them. They knew where their opponents were and they capitalized on it perfectly. So really smart strategic play coming out from Fish123. This is the kind of thing that you don't tend to expect coming out from a mixed team. You don't tend to expect that same level of strategy, but they're going to be able to pull it out for themselves, and that is another round on the board for them. Still a lot of money in the bank here for Team Infused. They're going to be able to go for another buy, but should they lose another round here, maybe, just maybe, Fish123 can pull themselves back in. Team Infused with the full rifle buy up. They're still on the CT side of Overpass. They're still only one round away from victory here. And it's still going to be an uphill swim for the Fish123 lineup here.
Fish123 going to be struggling, but they're looking better and better after every round. So hopefully they've got something hidden up them that they can finally whip out and unleash to prove to Team Infused they're not messing around anymore. And Robin, he's in that boost spot. We've seen him use it a fair few times. Joe should be ready for it, but he's not aware. Looking not in the prepared angle. He wasn't ready for that spray down coming out from Robin. That's given him a huge advantage. Once again, they can just completely play for trade now and win this round and potentially win the game right here as Critical goes massive, shutting down Keita. This is looking worse and worse by the second for Fish123. If Red Snake can hold short, this is essentially game over.
Yeah, Mini does manage to find one onto Zed though, so maybe this is the ray I hope they need, but maybe not, as Windansky takes down Pulse. This may be the double spray coming up from Red Snake. They lined up, but he's not even going to need to, as Critical and Robin end the game for Team Infused right there. So really well played by them. They're going to be able to take this map 16-11. So really well played by Team Infused, who managed to take that one out, and honestly it looked a little bit dicey at some points. Fish123 did play incredibly well. Really impressed by that rotation over towards the A site a couple of rounds ago. Really good stuff from them, but unfortunately for them, it is going to be Team Infused making it as easy as 1-2-3 and taking the match 16-11. Now, the next matchup for tonight, it is going to be FM Esports up against United Estonia. Now, on paper, this is probably sort of one of our more one-sided maps for tonight. It's going to be around 60-40 in favor of Infused. So, I mean, for that to be one of our most sided maps, these are going to be very even games tonight. But we are going to be heading into a short break, but the next matchup is certainly not going to be one to miss, so do not go anywhere.